Hello everyone, this is Ivan Jue. I teach business marketing at Cerritos College. Today I will provide a background on retailing and wholesaling, two major components of the distribution process in marketing. So every product we buy, whether it is groceries, electronics, clothing, or even online subscriptions, moves through a distribution channel before reaching customers. Retailers and wholesalers help connect manufacturers with customers and play a major role in pricing, convenience, customer service, and product availability. By the end of today's lecture, you should be able to explain the role of retailers in distribution channels, identify different types of store and non-store retailers, understand retail strategy decisions such as pricing and location, discuss major trends shaping modern retail, define wholesaling and identify different types of wholesalers, and finally, explain how wholesalers add value in the supply chain. So what is retailing? Retailing is the process of selling goods and services directly to consumers for personal use. Retailers are the final link in the distribution channel. They typically are part of the distribution channel. They do not manufacture products. They purchase goods from wholesalers or manufacturers. They resell products to consumers. They develop their own marketing strategies and pricing, and they are the final link in the channel. Think about stores like Target Corporation, Walmart, Amazon. These companies do not make most of the products they actually sell. Instead, they act as intermediaries between producers and customers. So this slide will help explain the different distribution channels for consumer products. In other words, the different paths a product can take from the producer to the final customer. As products move through more channel members, the distribution process becomes more complex, but each intermediary can add value such as storage, transportation, marketing, and convenience. Let's go through each of these channels. Number 1, direct channel. In a direct channel, the producer sells directly to the customer without intermediaries. Examples include a farmer selling produce at a farmer's market, a company selling products through its own website, Tesla selling vehicles directly to customers. The advantages are higher profit margins for producers, direct relationship with customers, better control over pricing and branding. However, the disadvantages include producers handling all the marketing, shipping, and customer service themselves. It can be expensive and difficult to scale. Number 2, retail channel. Here, the producer sells products to a retailer and the retailer sells to consumers. Examples include Nike selling shoes through Foot Locker, electronics sold through Best Buy. In this case, the role of the retailer is to display products, advertise products, provide customer service, offer convenient locations. The advantages of this include producers reaching more customers. Retailers already have customer traffic, but the disadvantages include producers sharing profits with retailers. There's less control over the customer experience. Number 3, wholesale channel. In this channel, wholesalers act as intermediaries between producers and retailers. So what do wholesalers do? Wholesalers buy products in bulk. They store inventory. They break bulk shipments into smaller quantities. They deliver products to retailers. Examples include a food manufacturer may sell large quantities to a wholesaler who then distributes products to grocery stores. The advantages include efficient for large-scale distribution. It reduces the workload for producers. It helps small retailers obtain products easily. However, the disadvantages include more intermediaries mean lower profit margins for producers, and the products may take longer to reach consumers. Finally, agent channel. This is the longest and most complex channel. What agents or brokers do? The agents and brokers do not own the products. They help negotiate sales. They connect buyers and sellers. They earn commissions. The common industries include real estate, international trade, agricultural products, fashion, and apparel. As an example, a clothing manufacturer may hire a sales agent to help place products into wholesalers and retail stores nationwide. The key point to remember is that with more intermediaries, there are more services to offer. As products move through additional channel members, distribution becomes more efficient. The market reach increases. Customer convenience improves. However, the costs also increase and producers earn smaller margins. The communication can actually become more complicated. So why do retailers matter? Retailers provide value in several important ways. Number one, product assortment. Retailers offer consumers many choices in one place. For example, a supermarket carries thousands of products. A department store sells clothing, electronics, and home goods. This saves customers time and effort. Number two, buying in bulk. Retailers buy large quantities from manufacturers and wholesalers. Because of this, they can negotiate lower prices and pass savings to consumers. Number three, inventory storage. Retailers store inventory so products are available when customers need them. Imagine if grocery stores only ordered food after customers requested it. Shopping would take days or weeks. Number four, convenience. Retailers provide multiple locations, long operating hours, online shopping options. In fact, convenience is one reason companies like Amazon became so successful. Number five, additional services. Retailers add value through services such as pharmacies, coffee kiosks, banking services, hair salons, online pickup options. Retailers compete not only on products, but also on the experience. And number six, provide customer feedback. Retailers provide key product feedback to the manufacturer so product quality and services can improve. Examples of this include car dealerships and home appliance stores. So what are the types of store retailers? Well, there are actually many categories of retail stores. Specialty stores. These focus on a single product line. For example, AutoZone. Specialty stores offer deep expertise and product selection. Department stores. These carry multiple product categories. Examples, Kohl's, Target. Supermarkets. These focus primarily on groceries. Examples include Kroger's, Albertsons, and Vons. Superstores. These combine grocery and department store formats. Examples again include Target and Walmart. Convenience stores. Small stores offering quick purchases and everyday items. As an example, 7-Eleven. Convenience stores charge higher prices because they emphasize on accessibility and speed. Category killers. These dominate a specific product category with huge selections. Examples include Best Buy and Home Depot. Warehouse clubs. These sell products in bulk with membership fees. Examples include Costco and Sam's Club. There's also a strategy behind retail locations. Remember that retail location affects traffic, visibility, and sales. Here are common retail locations: central business districts, downtown shopping areas, shopping malls, large retail centers with multiple stores, strip malls, which are smaller rows of storefronts, freestanding stores. These are independent locations like gas stations. Location strategy often depends on target customers, rent costs, traffic patterns, and of course, competition. Okay, so what is non-store retailing? This is when retailing no longer requires a physical store. Examples include online retailing, vending machines, direct mail catalogs, television shopping, telemarketing, and direct selling. The biggest example is Amazon, which transformed consumer expectations regarding convenience and delivery speed. In essence, retailers must make important strategic decisions. These include pricing, location, merchandise assortment. These three elements work together to shape the customer experience and determine whether a retail business succeeds or fails. Let's go through these three in detail. First, let's talk about pricing. Pricing is one of the most important decisions a retailer makes because it directly affects sales volume, customer perception, and profitability. Retailers must find the right balance between charging enough to cover costs and make prices attractive to customers. Retailers consider cost of inventory, employee wages, rent and utilities, shipping and storage, competitor pricing, consumer willingness to pay. So here's an example. Walmart uses a low price strategy to attract cost-conscious shoppers, while Apple uses premium pricing to support a high-quality brand image. Here's a key point. Pricing sends a message to customers about the value and quality of a product. The second strategy decision is merchandise, which refers to the products a retailer chooses to sell. Retailers must decide what products to carry, how wide or narrow the product assortment should be, which brands to offer, how products should be displayed. And here's an example. A specialty store like Best Buy focuses mainly on electronics, while a superstore like Target Corporation carries clothing, groceries, home goods, and electronics. The key point here is that the merchandise mix should match the needs and preferences of the target market. Finally, the third decision is location. Retailers must choose where customers may most easily access their products. The location impacts customer traffic, visibility, convenience, sales potential. Here are several types of retail locations: shopping malls, strip malls, downtown business districts, freestanding stores, online stores. As an example, Starbucks strategically places stores in high traffic areas such as airports, shopping centers, and busy intersections. And here's the key point. A great product at a great price may still fail if customers cannot easily access the store. Markup is the amount added to the retailer's cost in order to determine the selling price of a product. In simple terms, markup is how retailers make a profit. Retailers use markups to cover operating expenses, employee salaries, rent, shipping costs, and profit goals. What are the types of markups? Here are 4. The first type is keystone pricing. Keystone pricing is a common retail strategy where the retailer doubles the wholesale cost. As an example, a store buys a jacket for $50. Selling price becomes $100. Why retailers use it? It's a simple pricing method. It helps maintain healthy profit margins. It is common in clothing and specialty retail. But here is the key limitation. If the price becomes too high compared to competitors, customers may shop elsewhere. The original markup price refers to the initial selling price assigned to a product before any discounts or sales. As an example, a retailer may originally price sneakers at $120 when first displayed in a store. This reflects the intended profit margin, market demand, and brand positioning. Maintained markup is the actual markup the retailer earns after markdowns and discounts are considered. For example, if those $120 sneakers later go on sale for $90, the retailer's actual profit margin decreases. A maintained markup is usually lower than the original markup because retailers often discount products to increase sales. And finally, a markdown. A markdown is a reduction in the selling price of a product. Retailers use markdowns to clear old inventory, attract customers, respond to competitors, or promote seasonal sales. Here are some examples: Black Friday sales, clearance racks, holiday promotions. Here are examples of why companies do this. Macy's and Target Corporation frequently use markdowns to increase store traffic. Why do markups matter? What costs should business owners be aware of when opening a brick-and-mortar business? Markup decisions directly affect profitability, customer perception, competitiveness, and inventory turnover. With high markups, there are higher profits per item, but this may reduce demand. With lower markups, there are lower profits per item, but this may increase sales volume. Retailers constantly try to balance between these two goals. Here's a real-world example. Luxury brands like Louis Vuitton often use very high markups because customers associate high prices with prestige and exclusivity. Meanwhile, discount retailers like Dollar General rely on lower markups but higher sales volume. Here are some additional thoughts about pricing strategies. Pricing is both a science and an art. Retailers must carefully decide how much markup customers are willing to accept while still generating enough profit to operate successfully. Regarding pricing and ethics, retailers must balance profit and ethics. For example, is it ethical to dramatically raise prices during emergencies? Should companies profit heavily from shortages? This became a major issue during the COVID-19 pandemic when prices for masks and sanitizer increased sharply. So what do you all think? How do various pricing strategies like markups and markdowns influence consumer perception and demand for a product? What ethical considerations should retailers keep in mind when making pricing decisions? Please feel free to leave a comment or two on your thoughts about markups. Trends in retail. Retail is changing rapidly because of technology and consumer expectations. Here are 4 trends. Number 1, social commerce. Consumers now shop directly through social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. Influencer marketing strongly affects buying decisions. Number 2, buy online, pick up in store, or BOPIS. Customers order online and pick up locally. This combines convenience with speed. Many retailers expanded this during COVID-19. Safeway and Vons Drive Up and Go program is a variation of this. Number 3, same-day delivery. Consumers increasingly expect products immediately. Companies like Amazon helped create this expectation. Number 4, digital wallets. Examples: Apple Pay, PayPal. These simplify payments and improve transaction security. COVID-19 and the big pivot. During the pandemic, retailers had to adapt quickly. Examples included contactless delivery, curbside pickup, expanded e-commerce, remote customer service. Retailers that adapted quickly survived and often grew stronger. This demonstrated the importance of flexibility and innovation in retail. What other innovative ways can you think of where retailers needed to meet consumer needs during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic? Again, leave a comment or send me an email of your thoughts. AI and personalization. Artificial intelligence is reshaping retail. Retailers are now using AI to recommend products, predict customer preferences, improve inventory management, and personalize marketing. As an example, Amazon recommendations are based on browsing history. What about sustainability in retail? Consumers increasingly expect businesses to act responsibly. Retail sustainability efforts include eco-friendly packaging, ethical sourcing, reduced waste, carbon-neutral shipping, and the retailers that prioritize sustainability can improve brand loyalty. So what do you think? What are some recent tech advancements that you find that influence retail? How have changes in consumer behavior affected the retail industry? What are the key sustainability trends in retail? How has pandemic influenced the retail landscape? What are some emerging retail business models? Again, please feel free to leave a comment or two in the comment section or send me an email on your thoughts. Wholesaling as a distribution channel. This is where we define wholesaling and identify different types of wholesalers. We will also dive into understanding major challenges for wholesalers. So what is wholesaling? Wholesaling involves purchasing goods in large quantities and reselling them to retailers. Wholesalers usually do not sell directly to consumers. They act as intermediaries and they help move products efficiently through the supply chain. Why wholesalers matter? Wholesalers create value by buying in bulk, storing products, transporting goods, financing inventory, providing sales support. They actually help manufacturers focus on production while retailers focus on customers. So what are merchant wholesalers? Merchant wholesalers are intermediaries in the distribution channel. Unlike agents or brokers, merchant wholesalers actually take ownership of the products they sell. They help move products efficiently, store inventory, transport goods, and connect producers with retailers. This slide divides merchant wholesalers into 2 major groups: full-service wholesalers and limited service wholesalers. Let's look at each one. Full service wholesalers. Full service wholesalers provide a wide range of services to retailers and manufacturers. These services may include storage, transportation, financing, sales support, inventory management, and customer service. They make distribution easier for retailers. Full line wholesalers. Full line wholesalers carry a broad assortment of products. An example would be a grocery wholesaler supplying canned goods, beverages, snacks, frozen foods, and cleaning supplies. The key benefit here is that retailers can purchase many different products from one supplier instead of dealing with multiple vendors. Limited line wholesalers. Limited line wholesalers specialize in a narrower range of products. An example would include a wholesaler that only sells seafood, medical supplies, or beauty products. The advantage here is that they usually offer deeper expertise and specialized service within their product category. Limited service wholesalers. Limited service wholesalers provide fewer services but usually operate at lower costs. These wholesalers are more specialized and efficient in certain areas. Cash and carry wholesalers. Cash and carry wholesalers sell products to retailers who pay cash, pick up the merchandise themselves, and transport it independently. As an example, small restaurants shopping at warehouse suppliers like Costco, business centers. The key benefit here is that lower operating costs often mean lower prices. Drop shippers. Drop shippers never physically handle the products. Instead, they transfer customer orders directly from the manufacturer to the customer. Common industries include furniture, heavy equipment, and online retail. A modern example, many e-commerce sellers on Shopify use drop shipping models. The advantage here is that retailers avoid holding inventory. Truck jobbers. Truck jobbers deliver products directly to retailers using their own trucks. Common products, bread, snacks, dairy, beverages, they often restock stores frequently. As an example, a beverage distributor delivering soda products directly to convenience stores. Rack jobbers. Rack jobbers manage product displays inside retail stores. They stock shelves, arrange displays, monitor inventory, and sometimes own the merchandise until it sells. Common products would be greeting cards, magazines, cosmetics, and sunglasses. As an example, a company maintaining a sunglass display inside a pharmacy. Manufacturers' agents. These are independent sales representatives who sell products for multiple manufacturers. Here's an important point. Agents usually do not own the products, earn commissions, and help manufacturers expand sales coverage. The key benefit of this is that smaller manufacturers can reach more customers without hiring a larger sales force. So why do wholesalers matter? Wholesalers create value by reducing transportation costs, improving efficiency, storing inventory, and helping products move quickly through the supply chain. Without wholesalers, many retailers would struggle to maintain inventory or negotiate directly with many manufacturers. There's more. Here is a real-world example. Imagine a small convenience store. Instead of ordering products separately from soda companies, snack manufacturers, candy brands, and cleaning suppliers, the store may buy everything from one wholesaler. This saves time, lowers costs, and simplifies operations. And finally, here is the key takeaway. The main difference between the wholesaler types is the level of service they provide. Full-service wholesalers offer extensive support. Limited service wholesalers focus on efficiency and lower costs. Businesses choose wholesalers based on product type, distribution needs, budget, and customer expectations. So what do you think? What are some ways that you can think of where producers get goods and products from manufacturers into the hands of customers? Send me an email or leave a comment. So I wanted to ask a final set of questions to you about retail. Number 1, how would you define wholesaling in your own words? And why is it a crucial component of the supply chain? Number 2, consider the different types of wholesalers you've learned about. Can you identify real-world examples for each type and explain the unique role they play in the market? Number 3, discuss a scenario where a manufacturer might choose to sell directly to a retailer instead of going through a wholesaler. What are the advantages and disadvantages of bypassing wholesalers? And number 4, reflect on the trends in e-commerce and digital platforms. How do you think these trends are affecting traditional wholesaling models? Can you provide examples of how wholesalers are adapting to these changes? Again, send me an email or leave a comment. So here are some closing thoughts. What is the e-commerce impact on wholesaling? Technology is changing wholesaling just like retailing. Modern wholesalers now use digital ordering systems, data analytics, faster logistics, automated inventory systems. Some manufacturers now bypass wholesalers entirely and sell directly to consumers. This is called direct-to-consumer, or DTC. As an example, Nike is increasingly selling through its own website and stores. So to summarize, today we explored how retailing and wholesaling work together within distribution channels. The key takeaways are retailers connect products directly to consumers. Different retail formats serve different customer needs. Pricing, location, and technology strongly influence retail success. Wholesalers help move products efficiently through the supply chain. Technology and consumer expectations continue transforming the industry. The retail world is evolving rapidly, and businesses that remain flexible, customer-focused, and technologically innovative will continue to succeed. Please let me know if you have any questions. Take care, everyone, and bye for now.